Welcome to Pune Computer.
Morning to you. Hello. 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 Mangesh. Hey, good morning.
Our special Tech Talk program today. For the timing, I am calling Tango Bravo Romeo. T. Balaji, please come in, sir. Good morning. Thanks for joining.
VU3 UEL Dilip Ji, net controller Pune. This is VU3 Tango Bravo Romeo. Very good morning to everybody listening on this frequency repeater. And today WX report Chennai 30 degree Charlie minimum, humidity 74%, wind northwest
Today
7 km/h,
try my
cloudy,
screen
no
now.
rain. Otherwise, you are coming fine, 9 loud and clear. COVID situation, Raja Kaka is there next to me, so he'll brief you. Otherwise, formal check-in, PRU 73. I'll stand by for the presentation. Back to you, VU3 UEL, VU3 Tango Bravo Romeo. Mike, back to you.
Okay, are you getting my screen?
Okay, Roger. Thank you very much. VU2 Tango, VU3 Tango Bravo Romeo Balaji sir for joining from Chennai to Pune Morning Net. Very nice, loud and clear audio. Thanks for the WS report and please stand by. Yes, we have Juliet Alpha Rajakakra joining from Chennai, the great ham radio operator of Chennai. Please come in, sir. Good morning. Thanks for.
VU3 United Isolim, the net cancel from Alibag to Echo Tango Delta, repeater of Pune. This is Vaiko, uniform figure to Juliet Alpha right back. Good morning to Griji, good morning to Clement, good morning to Subbu, Vaidya, and everyone on frequency on headcalling as well on VHF also. Putting out a delighted signal into Chennai through headcalling. Here, W seems to be cloudy morning. Yesterday night we had some little bit shower, half an hour. Here the temperature at Mishak is around 30 degrees Celsius and dampness level is around 71%. Our COVID is going with the dead guns. Today is second day of our lockdown. Just for information to Dilip Ji, no being eradicated is not lean traffic also not been involved in Chennai. Very, very deserted. Just for information to you. This is standing by on frequency, lost things to go ahead.
ஆமாம் அதான் சொன்னாங்க அதை ஏதோ கரெக்ட் பண்ணணும்.
14.6 and 14.
பரிசு தான் ஒருத்தன்னு சொல்கிறாங்க, இப்போ அதை கரெக்ட் பண்ணணும்.
Okay, Roger. Thank you very much, Juliet Alpha Rajakaka, for joining. And yes, thanks for the COVID update WX report. And please stand by, sir. Yes, we have Victor Alpha Tango Vaidyan sir joining from Lake City, Kerala. Please come in. Good morning, sir. Thanks for joining. I think he's having some issue of connectivity there. Yes, thank you very much. If you are listening, please stand by for our special Tech Talk program, Vaidyan sir. Yes, we have Hotel Charlie Juliet Sumu. Please come in. Good morning. Thanks for joining for Pune Morning Night. Go ahead.
VU3UL, VU3 Hotel Charlie Juliet. Good morning, Julie. Bye. Good morning to everybody on the frequency. We are operating from Bangalore. Regular checking for the Pune net on Sunday via Ecolinks. That's the info. There's nothing much. Sorry for that. Waiting for the presentation. VU3UL, VU3 Hotel Charlie Juliet.
Okay, Roger. Thank you very much. V3 Hotel Charlie Juliet joining to Pune Morning Net. Very nice, loud and clear audio. And please stand by for our special Tech Talk. Yes, we are X-Ray Mike Sierra. Please come in. Sir, thanks for joining from Kalpakkam. Please come in.
VU3YBU.
Good morning, controllers, all in this frequency. VU3 X-ray Mike Sira from Kalpakkam. The climate is without sun, cloudy, and no traffic, regular checking. Eager to listen climate search lecture. And all the best. Have a nice day. Thank you. 73 over to net controller League G. Bye. 73.
Okay, Roger. Thank you very much. X-Ray Mike Sierra, Sukumar sir joining from Kalpakkam. And please stand by for our special Tech Talk program. Yes, I am putting mic to our UHF net controller of Pune Morning Net. Sripat Kulkarni sir, VU3YBU with us. I am putting mic to him. Go ahead, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, very good morning to all the stations on VHF and Ecolink. This is VU3YBU, Pune UHF net controller. Good morning to you, Dilip Bapat, and I will quickly announce the quiz results which was asked yesterday. The quiz was, if the current in a circuit equals 0 amperes, it is likely that dash dash dash. 4 options were there. The correct option is option D, and the correct answering stations are 7 stations are there. So congratulations to all the stations. First is Suj, I don't have his call sign. Then Chandrakant Deshmukh SWL from Pune. Sumit, I don't have his call sign. Then S. Mahesh. Shaji, VU3 WFO. Then Vijay and Adir, VU2 MAU. So the 7 stations have answered the quiz correctly. Congratulations to all the stations on behalf of Pune UHF Net, VHF Net and Ecolink stations also. I would request everybody to put the call sign. Otherwise, it's not possible to see who is the station. So please put your call sign and your handle also. I will immediately announce the quiz for today. The quiz is that which voltage source converts chemical energy into electrical energy? The options are option 1 electrical generator, option 2 battery, option 3 solar cell, and option 4 is electronic power supply. I once again request, and I am putting the quiz on our group also, so don't hesitate to write. Which voltage source converts chemical energy into electrical energy? Options are electrical generator, battery, solar cell, and electronic power supply. So all of us are eager to join the Tech Talks. I am also eager, and with this I would like to say 70 to all the stations. Have a wonderful day, and the quiz has to be answered till tonight. Please put your call sign and handle again. That is my request. VU3 UL to take up again. VU3YBU. Over.
and new quiz also. For the time being, please stand by. Yes, friend, just 2 minutes remaining for that. I am putting mic to Delta Papa Echo to please go ahead, and then we'll go for our special Tech Talk program. Please coming, Daya sir, good morning. Thanks for joining.
VU3 Uniform Echo Lima VU2 Delta Papa Echo Namaskaro. Morning to all stations on the frequency, and my special welcome to Charlie Tango, another Daya from Bangalore, very old timer, retired from the police wireless. So probably if chance permits, you could just pull him in also, Dilip. That's my request. I'll stand by 7-3, wishing all a nice Sunday. VU3 Uniform Echo Lima VU2 Delta Papa.
Okay, Roger. Thank you very much, Delta Papa Echo. Yes, go ahead, Charlie Tango. Please come in. Thanks for joining, sir. I think he's got connectivity issue there. So friends, this is VU3 Uniform Echo Lima, thanking all the stations who join via VHF and via Ecolink to Pune Morning Net. And definitely after our Tech Talk program, I will check in all the remaining stations who are joined just now to us. For the time being, please stand by, friends. Now I am putting mic to our great AM radio operator, my guru, VU2 VPR Rabde sir. Please go ahead. And please welcome to our host today, and start our special Tech Talk program of Pune Morning Net. Go ahead, sir. Good morning. Thanks for joining.
Good morning, the VU2 Delta Papa Echo VU2 CT.
Okay, now all Ecolink stations and VHF stations, please stand by. Good morning and welcome to all the HAMS shortwave listeners. First of all, greetings for the Yoga Day. Today is the Yoga Day, International Yoga Day. So greetings to everybody. Please join me saying happy birthday to Shakti Sangavelu, VU3 Uniform Oscar Naik from Chennai. Because of him, today's talk is happening. He introduced us to Clemant. Okay, so VU3 Papa Quebec November, Oldman Clemant is an avid ham and home brewer. He works for Indian Railways in Chennai. Today's talk, he is going to talk about the slow scan television, which is not a new thing, which started sometime in 1950. But VU activity started sometime in 1980 by VU2 Charlie Kilowatt, VU2 Zal, that is VU2 Delta Kilo, and they are, I can say they are pioneers. Zal has just cleared the memory of how he did the slow scan television from the World War jump. And those days nothing was available. He used the Plumnicon tube from the radar and able to send the pictures across. And there was no guide for him in viewland, so he used to depend on his US friends. So PQN will talk about the slow scan television. Slow scan television is a picture transmission method used by mainly amateurs to transmit and receive static pictures via radio. It could be monochromatic or color. So literal term for this SSTV is nothing but a narrowband transmitter. So you can also transmit pictures on medium wave also and short wave. Of course, it takes half a minute to receive one picture. So Clement is going to introduce to us about this exciting slow scan television technology, and he will also touch upon the digital techniques for transmitting pictures. Without spending much time, I will request Clement to take over and start his presentation. Over to Clement. I request all the hams to keep silence on the YouTube then silence on the echo link, silence on the VHF, because we are streaming it on YouTube and there is an internet delay, hence we cannot have any conversation on echo link, but question and answers will happen on echo link. Shortwave listeners can type their questions there and there itself on the YouTube, and Mangesh will take care of it. I must thank Mangesh for making this arrangement and bringing this presentation to all of us on YouTube Live. So over to you, Clement, please take it up.
Thank you, everyone. Greetings to everyone. Welcome, everyone, to this presentation. I hope my audio is good and okay. I welcome you all to my presentation on Slow Scan TV and getting started on using it. As it was already said, SSTV has been around for more than 50 years, and many of us will be already knowing about this. And so what I will present today is an amateur's practical view of how non-vocal communication is made on the vocal frequency band. See, our radios are designed to carry our voices in the 300 Hz to 3 kHz frequency range. So we are using this frequency range to transmit something other than our voice. So that's what we are going to see now, and we are going to see how to get started on that using slow scan television. And once we understand the basic idea of information being embedded in sound frequencies and start using SSTV, all other non-voice modes, that is the digital modes of communication over ham radio, becomes easier to understand and practice. So I would recommend that all those who want to enter into digital modes to start with SSTV, and SSTV being analog and also visual, you can actually see the quality of the signal. So the better the signal, the better the quality of the picture. So a good picture means good signal. So you can tune your equipment and your rig or whatever to improve the signal to noise ratio just by visually seeing the quality of the images that you are able to transmit and also the images that you are able to receive. So that is why I recommend we start with SSTV and move on to other digital modes. So then I will explain what is SSTV before getting into how we can make use of it. Basically, it is a way to send still images from one station to another. That's the basic idea of SSTV. So images stored in a personal computer is scanned line by line as in a TV and converted into sound, and this sound is transmitted over radio to the other station, and on the receiving side the sound that is received from the transmitting station is fed into the computer and the image is formed. In the next coming slides, I'll give you a pictorial representation of how this thing works. See here, I made a picture, and you can see the pictorial representation of the process. There is a, see, I'll move the mouse over here. You can see the picture of a honeybee on the laptop of the sender. So this image is transformed into sound waves, corresponding sound waves, which is then fed into the transmitting rig. This rig modulate the RF with the sound and transmit across to the remote station. On the remote receiving station, this sound is received, and this sound is fed into the computer, and this computer, the software in this computer, will convert back this sound image, sound frequencies into the original image. So we will come again to this process while discussing modulation and demodulation. And before discussing about the modulation and the modulation process and the equipment, we shall see some ideas on how we can make use of this technology. So I'll just give some ideas. We'll see what we can use. This content is king, they used to say. In the early days of web designing, you would have come across this content is king. For the amateur who has done all the testing and experimenting, the context where he or she can actually put his knowledge to practical use assumes a lot of importance. That will ensure that the activity is continued regularly, and also newcomers are attracted into this hobby and all these activities. So I have just listed some of the ideas of what to transmit, and also I will show you some sample images that have been transmitted over VHF in Chennai in the next few slides. So first item I have listed is the greeting images. See, we have festivals almost every month. Every month we have some festivals, and almost every week also you can find a special day. So greeting images, greeting cards can be created on the computer for special days, and that images can be transmitted over VHF for all hams to receive locally. It has to be scheduled so that all are ready. The schedule can be announced ahead, and as per the schedule, that greeting messages can be transmitted. That's what we do here in Chennai. We have tried that. And photos of our shack and antenna also you can share. See, normally we share our images of what equipment we use, or some new antenna I would have made. So I would like to show that antenna to my fellow hams. So that thing I can do through SSTV. And vintage equipment, everyone likes to have a look at vintage equipment. Even if it doesn't work, we like to see how it looks and how people were using the equipment in the olden days. So rare photos of vintage equipments you can collect, and that can be shared using SSTV. And homebrew projects also can be shared. Pictures of photos of homebrew projects can be made into nice slides explaining the details, and those images can be shared across. And photos of the WX condition, local WX condition. We normally share the temperature details, and if it is raining, we say it's raining. It would be nice if we can also show it pictorially. So I can, if it is raining heavily, I can take a picture of the WX condition around my QTH, and I can share it, and that will be a really nice way of exchanging WX information. And also natural scenes around our QTH, that also can be made into some nice slides for SSTV, and that can be shared. So these are some of the ideas for using the SSTV, and this is what will keep it going. The actually technology is very easy to follow. Already we've been knowing. In the coming slides, we will see how to easily set up our SSTV receiving and transmitting stations. See, this is a sample of greeting messages that have been transmitted on VHF net, after the VHF net in Chennai, that I had received in my shack. You can see wedding anniversary greetings, and also birthday greetings that has been made by a ham, and he had transmitted for all of us to receive. And this is these are some of the samples of images that I had made for transmitting. The first one is a scenery on the way to my QTH that I shot using my mobile, and I thought I'll share it with my friends also. So I made a SSTV image and transmitted. And the second image I created for my friend to show him how to connect his Yasu FT757GX for SSTV. Normally we can do this by orally also over the over VHF, but a picture is equal to 1,000 words. So I made this slide especially for him, so that he can also get this picture on his shack, and the communication is better. He'll be guided better. I've shown him the exact ports which are to be used in his SIG. So this is one idea. And the third and fourth are after taking the net, we usually announce how many check-ins were there for the day. So these images I made for announcing the total number of check-ins. And on World Amateur Day, I made another special graphic, and I transmitted. So these are all some of the ideas of what you can transmit. And these are sample images that I received on VHF from my friends in Chennai. You can see equipment, test images, and you can also see a circuit diagram. So these are the things that can be communicated. I have selected at random, not the best quality images. I have selected at random so that you also know what to expect initially. The quality of the image depends on the quality of the signal, and also some modes take lesser time to transmit, and some modes give you better picture quality, and they may take more time also. The basic size is 320 into 240 pixels, 320 pixels wide and 240 pixels in height. Robo 36, for example, uses this size. And some other modes like Martin and Scotty, they use 16 pixels more in height, 320 by 256. Scotty and Martin are also popular modes, and there is a Scotty DX that is for long distance, and it takes more time, more than 2 times longer than Scotty one. So we'll go into the basics of SSTV modulation. Okay. The concept of SSTV was introduced in the 50s, and compared to the technology used to implement it at that time, the present day scenario is very, very different. Earlier they used to have a complex system of getting the picture scanned, and also while displaying also they used long persistent monitors. If you hit the phosphor coating on a line, it will stay there for some time. So by the time the bottom portion of the image is being shown, the top portion will be still visible. So that's how they were able to see the pictures on the other side. Nowadays we use software modems. For modulation and demodulation, we use only software. Without any complex hardware and complex contraptions to scan the image and also to show the image. Nowadays we use software. These are only applications, and you can just install it on your computer and use it. And the work of scanning the image pixel line by line is done by the software itself. The basic idea is the same. The image is scanned pixel by pixel and line by line, and the brightness level of each pixel is represented by varying the frequency of the tone generated. And different sets of frequencies are there for red, blue and green, and you will be knowing using red, blue and green, all colors can be represented, and in computer 0 to 255 for each color value is assigned for red 0, 255, blue 255 and green 255. All 255 will give a white, and varying colors can be represented using different values. So this is done by the software, and the image file in the computer is converted into sound tones. And that is that sound we are putting it to the radio for transmission, and the sound is received and the other side and fed to the computer. So this software can be used on a PC or a smartphone or even a Raspberry Pi. Nowadays we have a Raspberry Pi and its clone. Different versions of the Pi you have. So that also you can use and use this SSTV. And this software, they also have some features like editing images for transmission, storing your images in a gallery, and automatically resizing the text, resizing the images for transmission. All are put into the software to create an user-friendly package for us to use. Now we'll see what are the equipments and software you need for working SSTV. Basically, a radio. You need a radio and any computing device to handle the electronic images, or PC or Mac or a smartphone or whatever, and modern software. That is important. You can begin easily with Android, but you need not stop with Android. To begin with, to start with, you can use your Android phone to receive and send SSTV. Then you can move on to your computer. All this you can do without even any interface equipment or wires connected to your rig. Then later on you can move up to getting connected. On Windows, SSTV is a popular software that is free, and on Linux, SSTV is a popular software. I use SSTV since I use a Ubuntu laptop. And on Android phones, Robo36 is there for receiving. That is very popular. But Robo36 software is capable of only RX. For TX, you have to go for some other software. SSTV encoder is there. That's also a freeware. You can search for SSTV encoder and install in your Android phone. And you can search for Robo36. And even now you can even while watching this presentation, you can search for Robo36 on your smartphone Play Store and install it, so that during the later part of this presentation, when the video is played, you can try to decode the image. So next I will show you the basic setup for receiving SSTV. Here I see there is no physical connection, no wires connected between the rig and the laptop. The sound from the rig has to be fed to the computer. So if it is an Android phone, you can just hold your Android phone near the speaker of the rig, and if you got a laptop, you can connect the mic near the speaker of the rig. So that way you can receive your SSTV signal. And for transmitting, you have to hold the PTT mic of your rig against the speaker of the laptop, or maybe if you are using an Android phone, you just hold your Android phone speaker near the PTT mic. So that way you can transmit. Other sounds also may get into the microphone, or even for while receiving and also for transmitting, and that initially you'll have to just experiment and find out what works. So see in the previous slide, see here, while receiving, this PC's microphone will not only pick up the sound from the rig, but also other sounds also it will pick up from your room, your TV from the next room, or maybe there's a dog barking outside. Everything will get into the speaker microphone, and the quality of the image may suffer. So what matters is the ratio of the SSTV signals to the ratio of the other unwanted noise. So you'll have to experiment and see that maximum signal gets into your microphone. By placing the microphone nearer to the speaker, you can improve the picture quality. And once you are comfortable with all these things, later you can just get yourself or homebrew yourself an interface and just connect it to your rig. I'll show you the basic interface. This was my basic setup when I started. There was no wired connection to the rig. I used a cheap USB sound card as my laptop had a combined headphone cum mic port. So using a combined headphone cum mic port, it was difficult for me to plug my microphone and the speaker separately. I had to use some sort of a splitter. There was a splitter cable. So what I thought, I just got myself a cheap USB sound card. So that way, your experimenting also is easier. So there's no risk of damaging with my laptop's internal sound card. So you can see here. This is the USB sound card, which I plugged into the laptop. And this speaker I used, this is a Bluetooth speaker. Actually, Bluetooth is not used. I just used a wire from the headphone output of the sound card. I'll just connect to the speaker. And this is a PC microphone, which I will plug into the mic input of the USB sound card. So this is how I used. So when I was transmitting, I'll put my rig's PTT microphone over this speaker, and I'll transmit. And while receiving, I'll place this microphone, this PC microphone, near the rig's speaker, and I'll receive. So this is how I was using my basic setup. Then next I will go into how to test. So once you have set up, we'll have to test our setup for good quality signals. So this thing, we can do it even without a radio. So, see, because now you understood that it is only sound. So sound from you just create a sound from an image, and also from an image you get back the from the sound you get back the image. So you can use two devices at your own room. Within your own room, you can use one smartphone and one PC, and you can either transmit from the phone and receive on the PC, or transmit from the PC and receive on your phone without any radio. Just across the room you can try receiving it, and you can just test your setup, your external sound card or microphone, speaker, whatever you want to test. You can do that. Now we'll come to the question of whether an interface is an absolute necessity. We'll just see. We'll see what an interface does. You would have come across Signal Link, Rig Blaster, and interfaces for connecting your rig and the computer for digital modes and SSTV. So while receiving audio, the audio that is received from the rig is routed to the mic input of the PC, and proper level matching and isolation is done. And while transmitting, the audio from the computer is routed to the rig's mic input, and of course the same proper level matching and isolation is done. This is the basic work of an interface. So you can decide whether is it really necessary for you to go for an interface initially. Later that you can definitely go. Definitely, having an interface definitely helps in having a good and easy setup, easy to operate. But initially it is not a must. Initially it is not a must. For testing out and trying out SSTV and other some other digital modes also, an interface is not really a must. You can just go ahead with what I showed. And now we'll come to the different modes. Now we'll once again touch upon the modes. There are many different modes within SSTV. And see, over 50 years, these have been developed, improved and developed. So people wanted to reduce the time taken to transmit an image, and also people wanted to improve on the quality of the image that was transmitted. So these are generally, actually, see, the more time it takes, the better the quality. That is the normal thing. But with the different kinds of modulation, people were thinking, why not reduce time and also improve at the same time, improve the quality of the images transferred. So different laboratories have put forth their own techniques, and different modes have come up. And also the standards have also, see, initially it was very 120 lines. Now the basic size is 320 by 240. 320 by 240 or 320 by 256. That's the basic size of the image. And larger images also possible with other PD modes. Some modes where you can see this weather information, and from space also something transmitted with a higher resolution. So initially you can start with Robo 36, Martin and Scotty. Martin 1 is better quality than Martin 2. Scotty 1 is better quality than Scotty 2. And Scotty 1 is very slightly, imperceptibly better quality than Martin 1. And Scotty DX is still better, particularly for long distance when you are using it on HF. Maybe Scotty DX, there is a mode called Scotty DX that is better, but it takes a lot more time than Scotty 1. So you can try different modes, and there are some frequencies on HF. There are some frequencies where you can listen to SSTV. 14230, 14.230 USB is around where you can listen. Particularly on the weekends, you can listen to SSTV transmission, and you can also transmit from European stations. If you are able to get the DX, you can try it. And on WebSDR also you can try. Initially, if you are not able to receive from here locally in ViewLand, if you are not able to get the signals from DX land, you can try websdr.org. And there also you can visit this, use these frequencies to get a SSB signal and just try it out. Now I'll show you the software that I use on Linux. This is an image of QSSTV that I'm using on Linux, Ubuntu Linux. MMSSTV also works on Linux under Wine. And next thing, I'll show you a video of the transmission. And this video, I've also put it up on YouTube. And once the video of this presentation now is put up on YouTube, I'll give the link in the comments. And also, I've made a small write-up for our friends in Chennai, which is available at qsl.net/vu3pqn. qsl.net/vu3pqn. And in that write-up also, I've given a link to the video so that offline you can test your setup. So running that video using your smartphone, you can try to decode the SSTV signal. So this is, I'll just start the video. Okay, now here it was the reception video. You can see the image being formed line by line, and this is the video of SSTV being received. And since I think I've almost reached the time, it's past 9 now. Now I'll get to the next image of how to prepare the images. So basically, the size is 320 by 240 pixels. You can have any image, and the software will try to transform the image for you. Even if you shoot an image, higher resolution image on your mobile phone, and just put it into open it to the MMSTV software, that software is going to transform it for you into 320 into 240. But if we use it ourselves, if we create the images in the same
Okay, looks Clement has lost his internet connectivity. We'll wait for some time so that he can join again. Meanwhile, we'll just take a quick break for 2 minutes and then see if he joins. Otherwise, we'll start question and answers.
Hello. Sorry, I got, there was some power disruption. I'll restart my presentation. One share. Slide 22. Okay, now I'll tell you how to prepare the images. So any image you can open with the SSTV, but it will try to resize the images for you. And if we ourselves create the images in the correct size, that will be easier for the software. So some modes like Martin, they use 320 by 256 pixels. So some 16 pixel extra height you get for using our call sign, and some nice band of image extra you can prepare. And so what I do is I prepare it 640 by 512, double the size, and so that easier for me to create the graphics. And the software that I use for transmitting, that can easily resize. It reduces the size by half. And very large images may take more time for the software to process and scale it down. And sometimes you may get into problems like hanging. If you are going to open an 10 megapixel, 12 megapixel picture using the software and try to transmit, it has to do a lot of work before the actual transmission to reduce that image into the proper size. So now, so we have seen about the SSTV, the basics of getting started. Now, what are the next steps? So the next steps, what you can do, moving ahead, you can receive satellite images. You can receive the SSTV images from satellites, and occasionally they do. From time to time, they'll be publishing the info on the web. amsat.org, you can visit and see the schedules. Aris.org also is there. You can just have a look on the SSTV schedule for transmission, and there are some awards also being given for receiving the SSTV images from space. And you will have to learn how to handle Doppler shift. Doppler shift you will be already knowing. When the satellite is moving at a great speed, so when it is approaching us, the frequency will be increasing, and when it is receding away from us, the frequency will be decreasing. So you'll have to cope up with that. You'll have to keep changing. You'll have to have one hand on the VFO knob and just do the adjustment. And there's also digital SSTV. See, this is analog SSTV. This is basically an analog SSTV. It may be noisy under noisy conditions. So KGSTV is one software which you can use to transmit in digital mode. Actually, it will do all the digital work. It will do, and it will also split the images into many blocks and transmit the image block by block. And also, the error report has to be transmitted from the receiving station. So that's one advantage. It takes more time, but the receiving station will transmit the bad sector report. So only some part of the image where the signal is not good has to be retransmitted. So that way, very good quality images are possible on the digital SSTV. And yeah, we have come to the end. I have taken, I think, more time. Thank you all. I thank all the organizers for giving me this opportunity. In particular, I thank you to VPR V3 OUM and V3 V2 UEL, and I thank each and every one of you for joining this presentation. Thank you very much. 73.
Okay, thank you, Clement, for your nice presentation there. We'll take a quick break for 2 minutes and then we'll go to Ecolink for question and answer.
Okay, thank you. I'm connecting to Ecolink.
Give it to Mangesh if there are any questions from shortwave listeners, and then we'll come back to Ecolink for the Q&A session. So over to you, Mangesh. We'll have a little delay. We have just finished the session on YouTube, so there is an internet delay.
V to VPR, VU to MF, over.
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay, good morning, VPR and Bala, Mangesh, Sridhar, Dilip ji, and also the presenter PQ and Clement. Good morning, sir, Clement, and your presentation is really I enjoy. Really very good, and I would like to know about the cost of the accessories and the equipment, and the brief details I want to by YouTube or some other downloading any other site. Please suggest me, Clement, sir. And once again, Clement, good morning to you. And really, I thankful to ETD repeater and the barrier also. It was very nice indeed, very useful to me. Anyway, back to you, VPR, MF, and UEL and PQN. This is VU to MF, over.
VU to MF, VU to VPR. Do you have any question, MF? Please go ahead. So let's go for Q&A session. Mangesh, can you check the questions and put out for Clement?
Okay, thank you very much. VPR 3 Oscar uniform mic. Okay, there's only one question there on YouTube, and then we can shift to Ecolink question. So YouTube question was, is there any way we can transmit video view to PQ3 Oscar uniform mic?
Yeah, V3 OUM, V3 PQN. Okay, very good morning to Abdul. And he had a question, I think. He wanted to know the cost of the equipment. I can tell you that. Initially, you did not spend much. That is my recommendation. You can just use your smartphone to start receiving as well as transmitting. And the app is also free. On an Android phone, the app is free. The Robo 36 is an application, and SSTV encoder is there for transmitting, and the SSTV decoder is also there. And these apps don't cost you. There are some apps which cost also, some paid apps also there, but initially you can try with the freeware app. And Windows software is also free. MMSSTV is free, and on Linux also QSSTV is also freeware. So nothing much to spend initially, and later on for interfaces you may be able to you can spend. And this external sound card will be costing around 150 rupees or so. And the PC mic and the external speaker, what you already have, you can VU3 OUM and PQM.
Okay, VU3 PQ and VU3 uniform mic. Okay, Deepan, I hope this is what you want to ask. So the image to provide a video. No more questions. If anyone on YouTube have questions, please send it on the chat. We will go for the questions. We'll pass on to UEL, VU3. UEL, please go to VU3 Oscar uniform.
Okay, Roger. I must formally thank Clement for this wonderful presentation, and we will have the question and answer sessions on Ecolink. And if there are no questions, VU3 Uniform Eco Lima will take over and check in the rest of the things and then close the note next finally. So please go ahead, any questions, and now VU3 Uniform Eco Lima will control the net. Take it up, Dilip ji.
Okay, Roger. Thank you very much, VU2 VPR, VU3 OUM, and of course our host today, VU3 Papa Quebec November Clement sir. What a nice presentation. Thanks for giving such a nice presentation, sir. And good morning to you once again. Please stand by. Yes, friends, on the frequency right now, this is VU3 Uniform Eco Lima. If any question for Clement sir there for today's special tech talk you heard, so please go ahead for that without any hesitation. Please come in, friends.
VU3 PQN, this is VU3 Tango Bravo Romeo, handle Bala, QTH Chennai. It's a very nice presentation you have done, very easy to understand. But I want to also check with you, what is the radio part of settings? Is it a usual for a data mode we have to set, or any special setting has to be done? Over to you, VU3 PQN, VU3 Tango Bravo Romeo.
Roger. VU3 Tango Bravo Romeo, VU3 Papa Quebec number. Very good morning to you once again, Bala. Yeah, there is no special setting on the radio. It is just in the audio frequencies that we are transmitting this SSTV images. There are data modes on radio, so you need not go into that mode. There are some rigs with special AFSK input also is there. Those things are not required. Just in the mic input also you can give, and reception also it is the same. From the speaker output you can receive SSTV. The data modes they use narrower band. The narrower bandwidth they use, and it is used for shifting the frequency up and down. For AFSK frequency shifting, the frequency is shifted, and PSK, those are the data modes. Here you just normal vocal range around 2.5, less than 2.5 kHz. Within the 2.5 kHz bandwidth we are using the normal voice channel. So there is no special setting on the radio. Just by using the normal microphone itself, you can just hold your Android phone in front of the microphone itself and just transmit, and you can get good quality DBR.
Thank you, V3 PPN, this V3 Tango Bravo. Mic to UEL.
Okay, thank you very much, Tango Bravo Romeo, Balaji sir. Yes, any more question for Clement sir? Please go ahead, straight away ask question to Clement sir for today's Tech Talk. Friends, please go ahead.
This is and really I am working in the remote area for using this technology for to sharing the photos and everything, and I very much needful to me, Clement, and I think you know me well, Clement, and I can phone to you, so some other collect from some other details. Really nice and thankful to you, Clement, and thankful to ETR repeater barriers, UEL and DPR and Mangesh also, and I have watched the YouTube also, and very much I recording it the presentation. Really thankful to you. Anyway, mic over to you, the controller UEL, otherwise PQN. This is VU2MF 73. Bye bye. Over.
Okay, thank you very much, MF Abdul sir, for joining and remaining on the frequency, going through to our special Tech Talk program. Okay, friends, now I think no one is having any question to ask. So, friends, now we must close our special Tech Talk program today. Friends, this is VU3 Uniform Echo Lima Net Controller for Pune Morning Net. Thanking all the stations who join via VHF and via Ecolink to Pune Morning Net, and of course for our special Tech Talk program. My special thanks to VU2 VPR sir, who made it possible, and such a nice presentation by VU3 Papa Quebec November Clement sir, and of course our technician OUM. His part is specially very critical, but then always he did fantastic job for, and today also he did great job for Pune Morning Net and Tech Talk. So friends, before going QRT, I am once again giving mic one by one to everybody who is right now on the frequency. First of all, I am putting mic for his experience to share with us. VU2OUM, please go ahead, Mangesh, for your final.
U3 Oscar Uniform Mike. Okay, it was very awesome transmitter. Thank you very much, Clement, for a wonderful presentation, and hope a lot of SWs will try to receive SSTV images from the mobile if they don't have any transmitters, and of course license holder as well will do that. Thank you very much for the wonderful presentation. See you, U3 UEL, U3 Oscar Uniform Mike.
Okay, Roger, thank you very much, Mangesh, for joining and doing great job for today also. Hope to meet you today evening net. Till then, 73s and good day to you. Yes, India Uniform Alpha, Siddhar Garu, please come in. Thanks for joining. Go ahead for your final, your impressions of today.
VU3 UEL, VU3 India Uniform for returning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, the all station. Today, with the techno very arrangement for the Pune Amateur Radio, nice program. Special thanks to Clement sir and Pune Amateur Radio. Very useful, wonderful, and class. Thank you once again. Goodbye, 73. VU3 UEL, VU3 India Uniform over.
Okay, Roger, thank you very much, India Uniform Alpha, Sridhar Garu, for joining and remaining on the frequency, taking part. Hope to meet you today evening net. Till then, 73s, good day to you. Yes, we are Tango Bravo Victor. Prahlad sir joining from Lodivli Township, Panvel. Good morning, thanks for joining. Go ahead, let us know about your impressions and go for your super final, sir.
A very good morning, VU3 Uniform Echo Lima, Dilip. VU3 PQN Clement, VU3 OUM Mangesh, VU2 VPR Vilas, Raja, and all other friends on the frequency. Nice information given by VU3 PQN Clement on the slow scan TV, and even nice presentation done and a good setup by VU3 OEM. I enjoyed the session very well, and as usual needs the PPT from VU3 OEM. I will pass my email ID to VU3 OEM. There is nothing special. 73 standing by. Mic back to you. Uniform Echo Lima Tango Bravo Victor. Over.
Okay, Roger. Thank you very much, Tango Bravo Victor, for joining and yes, sharing your words with us. It's great to see you, and I hope to meet you today evening net also. Till then, 73 and good day to you. Yes, Tango Bravo Romeo, please come in for your super final.
Waiting for the super final from VU2 J.
Okay, correct. I know that. Definitely. I am also eager to listen from Juliet Alpha, the great ham radio operator from Chennai. VU2 Juliet Alpha Raja Kaka, thanks for joining once again. Please come in, let us know what you think about today's Tech Talk.
VU3 into Lima, this is why Juliet Alpha right back. Once again, Dilipji, fantastic, amazed by our Clemant, who has done a fantastic show and presentation on this scout scan. So amazed really, and apart from that, you really congratulate our OEM, given a fantastic transmission on YouTube. It was very clear and fantastic. That's our information to you, Dilipji. I think we gathered a lot of information also. This scout scan I have seen about 15 years ago by VU2 Alpha Bravo, who has shown it with me, along with his residents. That time I had seen it. Now after 15 years I am seeing by Clement, who has done a fantastic job on it. Otherwise nothing to say more, Dilipji. Hope to catch up with you down the line for the morning. There's going to be a solar eclipse, regarding this sun, so that I have to do all these things, formalities. Otherwise nothing to say more. Sound is all the best, standing on frequency. Usual Juliet Alpha.
Extra. Thanks for joining, and hope to meet you today evening net. Till then, 73s and good day to you, sir. And yes, finally I am putting mic to our guest today, who did a fantastic job. What a nice presentation, sir. VU2 Papa Quebec November. Clement sir, please go for your super final, then we'll close the net. Thanks once again. Go ahead, sir.
Roger. Thank you very much, Dilipji. And I thank every one of you, and I thank especially VU2 VPR Vilasji for inviting me and giving an opportunity for presenting this. And VU3 Oscar Uniform Mike Mangeshji for very good technical arrangement he had done. In between here there was some small disruption in the power. My table lamp fell on the power cord and just had a small disruption. And I also thank VU3 Uniform Echo Lima, Dilipji, for excellent controlling and comparing this program. And also I thank everyone who had asked the questions, and everyone for their kind comments. Thank you, each and every one of you. It was a very good experience for me, and I hope you all really enjoyed. Thank you, everyone. 73 and this is part to get to know and
OU V3 Uniform Echo Lima, and this is Papa Quebec November. Thank you.
Okay, Roger, thank you very much, VU3 Papa Quebec November Clement sir, for joining, doing great job for Pune Net, and it's definitely helpful to all our friends today. For the time being, 73s, and good day to you, sir. Enjoy the weekend. So, friends, this is VU3 Uniform Echo Lima, net controller for Pune Morning Net, declaring that Pune Net is over. This special Tech Talk program is also over, and now this frequency is free for general traffic. I am thanking all the stations who join via VHF and via Echolink to Pune Morning Net, and then onwards continue with our special Tech Talk program. Hope to meet everybody today evening net. My special thanks to my two good friends SWL Deshmukh ji and Pense ji. I know they are listening. For the time being, 73s, and good day to you all. So friends, this is VU3 Uniform Echo Lima. Once again thanking all around and wishing everybody a good day. Enjoy the weekend. Now going QRT. Bye bye friends. Good day all around.